just bring him in here. Give me that Latavius Murray. We've known each other for so long. I cannot believe you're retired. Why are you doing this to me?
Tell me about. Do you feel old? You gotta feel old, knowing each other this long, and then I'm
Yeah,
retiring and you're still in it. How do you feel?
you got to come join me. That's how I feel. I got to get, you announced your retirement July 31st. Congratulations on over a decade in the league, on the consistency, the hard work. Tay Train, congratulations. What does this feel like, though? Take me through the emotions.
I appreciate it. It still doesn't feel real. Like I still get the itch, even watching those highlights, seeing Vince talk about the game. Like it doesn't feel real, but I'm grateful, man. Played a long time, especially at the running back position. So, I get time to enjoy the kind of finer things. The grind is over now, and I get to sit back and enjoy a little bit.
Well, it was such a beautiful, long, successful career. Over 8,000 career scrimmage yards, or 61 total touchdowns. Very few running backs nowadays can say, could say, will say that they played as long as you. When you look back at your career, what are you proudest of?
Yeah, I definitely think it's that. I just think like my story and what where I came from, and to put together that long of a season, and really, and then just to be able to experience the amount of teams, the different fan bases, the coaches, like the players that I play with. It's a combination of everything, really. Like it's just been a ride, and I got a lot of experience from that, a lot of fun, a lot of stories, a lot of memories. So honestly, I got to say everything. Relationships with you, right? Good
Hmm.
morning, football, all those things, man. It's been a part of that journey, and so I can't thank it. I'm thankful.
You were a big part of my journey because, when we started Good Morning Football, me, Kyle, Peter, and Nate, we didn't really know what we were doing. We were fans, we were embracing the NFL, and you were a real moment for us. You were a real moment because you came on and you were yourself. You really were like maybe our first guest that broke the barrier of I'm real, you're real, let's connect. Like, let's connect these two things, the fans, the analysts, and the players. And I think Nate was such a huge part of that because there was some, recognition there. There was like the same team mentality from the Vikings. But you came on and we like convinced you to do a celebration when you scored. And when you did it, it was such like a moment for our show of like, we are here, we can do this. We want to like celebrate these things. It was like a top 10 moment over 6 years of mine doing that show for 3 hours a day. And so thank you for that, because that moment will never leave me. It will never be repeated. And you instantly became this like best friend of the four of us. And I'm sure you'll hear from them too, but like, we love you. We wish you the most success. We're so happy for you. And there's also like, let's just go back to 2016. I want you take me through this moment. This is probably your best career game, week 9 against the Broncos. What do you remember from this?
Yeah, just honestly, it when you have these types of games, it just kind of feels somewhat like unreal. It's like in the moment, you're like, man, is this really happening? And you don't want it to end, but it was just one of those games where, man, it was time to take it up a notch. Like we were trying to make the playoffs and go deep into the playoffs that year. I think we still would have had Derek not got hurt, but
Ugh.
just a magical season that we were having, and just to be a part of that, right? To really impact that season, man. In that game, it was a special night for me.
Yeah. Were you surprised Derek walked away?
Yeah, it did catch me off guard, and it's crazy because he and I had text like a few weeks or a week or so before that, so I still feel like he got something in the tank too. Like I don't know if he's gonna come out of retirement, but it's like hold on, you know what I mean? Get that shoulder right. Let's get back to work.
We're doing Chiefs Chargers for YouTube. He's part of the broadcast, and that's come up on all the production calls. Like, are you going to be here? Are we sure we
Right.
got you locked on this? Or are you going to get a call from a team and come back? I think it was shot. I mean, Tyron was surprising when he did it to me. But all you old Saints are just leaving me. What's happening? And these are so many of your teammates. Derek, Tyron, like we just said, Armstead, Ryan Ramczyk, Micah Hyde. What has that been like? Are there text chains? Like, why? What are y'all doing to me?
I don't know. It is kind of like a domino effect, but like maybe it's just like I don't know, maybe you get courage, you get some confidence, and it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I see it the same way, and so you just step out there. But I've been knowing and kind of thinking about it for some time now, but it was kind of scary announcing that, like knowing in my heart or whatever is one thing, but really telling the world like I'm really done kind of makes it more official. So it's a little bit scary.
So you're telling me that you're really done?
No, listen, if I'm gonna say this honestly, all jokes aside. If you were to sit here and tell me like, man, look, there's some guys that went down, we really need, some help. All right, coach, give me a few weeks, hit my line, and let's go to work. Now, I tell you, I still got it, 100%. But it's just that part of mentally what it takes, year in and year out. That part is, I'm moving out of that phase.
You need one more touchdown to tie Hall of Famer Terrell Davis on the all-time list. You can't tell me that you're not itching to go do that.
Don't tell me something like that. Don't go
Did
bringing
you
up
not
the
know
stat.
that?
No, you guys got a stat person. You get to
Oh,
telling
I have
me all the time.
Hamilton. You know Hamilton. Hamilton's here.
Yeah,
Hamilton, here's what
yeah.
I need. Hamilton, first, can we find some interesting spots for January for Latavius? Ham, are you here? What are some interesting,
Love Latavius.
What's up, man?
where
Hamilton, don't
could he
you
go?
could force the issue now. Now I didn't know that Terrell Davis won, but let's hear what you got more.
Yeah, you want some landing spots in January? I mean, shoot. Like, going back, reuniting with Lamar, getting in that backfield with Derrick Henry sounds kind of nice.
That'd be the biggest
The
backfield ever.
Bills with James Cook again. There gonna be some good opportunities
Where
out
would
there.
you like to
We
go,
gotta get you up
Latavius?
there with TD.
Where would I like to go?
Yeah, like let's visualize you doing that. I mean, you need two. You need one more touchdown to tie. That's F that. I don't want you to tie. And you need two touchdowns. So we need to get two touchdowns for Tay Train. Are they playing against Denver at some time? Any fun team? Like, let's do that. Doing that in Denver? That's what we got to find. We got to find like an in Denver situation.
Yeah, I would definitely. You asked me. I would have to reunite. So
Okay.
yeah, Oakland, Minnesota, Bills, obviously, Denver, and just to get back with Sean again, New Orleans. So I'm into reunions right now, and I see a lot of them happening right now, which also gives you that itch. Um, so yeah, I'm down to go back and get two in one game to go past TD and that.
I mean, the Vikings just reunited with Adam Thielen, your teammate of 2 seasons, which we love. Okay, and everybody's talking to me at once. I can't even look at all my producers are like, to make him go here, let him go. They just said Oakland. Oakland isn't a place anymore. Just because Latavius said it doesn't mean it's true. It's now Vegas.
They dating us again. Here we go.
I know.
Oakland.
Oakland.
Whole
What
nother
does that
city.
even?
Whole another state.
Do you like this ASHTON GEANTY?
Oh yeah.
Can you give me a little bit on him? I mean, what's one thing that you really, really like about his game? Maybe that he does differently than everybody else.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. To see the physicality, whenever that was a week or two ago, was, I thought that was something special. Maybe I didn't watch him a lot in college, but that physicality, knowing he's a home run hitter already, but to have that element of his, part of his game, and to be able to break that long one, he's gonna be dangerous for sure.
I feel like I think we need to get you back to Sean.
Don't you just love? Y'all were blessed for Sean to sit for a year and see him commentating. And I think y'all are like me in the sense you appreciate. I could listen to Sean talk
I love him.
all day. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of respect for him. Both Sean's. I'll tell you, my favorite Sean, McDermott and Payton. Those are my guys, man.
You played with such great teams. We got to get you back to one of these. I love this. I mean, you just mentioned McDermott. I mean, Josh Allen, Lamar, you played with both. I'm going to ask you a tough question here. Which one's getting past Mahomes this year?
Don't do that. Yeah, I heard you and Vince talking about this, man, and it's always tough because, who's going to be in a Super Bowl matchup? Let me just back up. Sorry, because you have to. Sometimes it's like, who do we want to see?
Mm-hmm.
But like, who's been there consistently? And so when he mentioned the 49ers, when he mentions KC, even Philly, right? Like, they've been there consistently. But of course, I gotta go with Buffalo, it's time, and it's time. And I know we've been saying that every year, but they have to go through Pat once again. You know what I mean? I've lost to him plenty of times. You see it time and time again. But I definitely think Josh is obviously just hit a whole nother gear, man. And I want to see him do it.
We're in a break right now. Can you tell me what that gear is? Like everyone says that, but what is that like? What is that
I don't
gear?
know. Just watching that team last year, like and I showed Sean this. That was hard to watch. So I was there in 23, and then the next year, it's like you don't want to see a team just get that much better without you. It's almost like, oh man, was I part of the
Oh,
problem? That's just me being honest. But it's one of those things where you have no choice but to respect the level that they took it. To lose your 1 and 2, but to have an offense that was more explosive, more touchdown. I guess almost all categories they damn near increased, and so that showed a lot on Josh just kind of taking the ranks and again taking this game to another level. So you really saw that and you really felt that.
I remember that game in 2023, the divisional round. You made really nice plays in that game. I don't want to hear this from you.
Yeah. Well, if I this is how I looked at that. If I was the leading receiver in that game, there's a problem. I'm just gonna be honest. I love me, but if I'm the leading receiver, got a problem.
Well, maybe to get past him this year. I love that. I know you're here with Endorphin. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because it's like a performance nutrition. You take care of your body. You're ready to go to a team still. You're the co-owner in CBO. I'm so happy for you. What is this?
Yeah, so we have a nutrition product. It's protein, and it's a ready to mix bottle. It's very simple. You add water to it. The protein's already in it. It's a recyclable bottle, so you shake it up,
Okay.
drink it, toss it away. But look, I tried to take care of my body over the years. I think that's what helped me, keep my longevity. But it's definitely something that you guys need to go and check out. Go to endorphin.com. And yeah.
I love that. You're the president of the John Diaz Community Center Foundation. I know in New York you were doing all sorts of things, but guys, go get Endorphin. It's endorphin.com. You can also check out Latavius's insights into the UCF football program over at knights247.com, which I love. I always thought you should dabble in broadcasting, and you're gonna have to come on this show now until you decide to go back. We have a couple of seconds left here. Speaking of the Broncos, where you might be playing and passing TD's record as a Bronco, that would be really nice. Obviously, they have RJ Harvey there. I was with Sean at training camp, and he used the quote, "He doesn't have his wings yet." We were talking about his role. He was low on the depth chart. He's not like ready to name him the Joker that he's looking for. You know him so well. What does he mean by that, and what does that look like?
Yeah, that's Sean, man. RJ just gotta show him. He just gotta show him more and probably more consistently. And I just
Okay.
think that it's year one. He just wants to see it more and probably consistently. But yeah, as you mentioned, man, RJ, another UCF guy. I'm really rooting for them. Look, again, I love Sean. My boy Trent Sherfield's over there too. So, I'm pulling for him and definitely pulling for RJ.
Excited to see where you end up. You know what? I'm going to call it. It's going to be the Chiefs. I think you're not going to reunite. I think you're going to go to a new team and then have to face one of your old teammates. You got to take on Lamar, or you got to take on Josh. That's what I'm rooting for. The chaos of it all, or Denver. That'll be fun. We love you, Tay Train. Congrats on your retirement.